The buzz in Chicago is palpable. There's an electric charge that seems to echo throughout Hollis Hall, and it's not just from the impending Week 1 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. This is more than just a new season dawning. It's a culmination of dreams, hopes, and a burning desire to rise from the ashes of past disappointments. Bears fans find themselves standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out at an unknown expanse. Where will this season take us? Will the Bears transform the heartbreak of previous years into a triumphant resurgence? As Bears Nation braces for what hopes to be a pivotal season, one can't help but remember the painful memories of seasons past. From the haunting echoes of the 2018 NFC Championship to the frustrating struggles of rebuilds that felt more like endless purgatories, the path has never been easy. Yet, here we are, fueled by the prospect of fresh beginnings and players determined to etch their names into the franchise's storied history. The intrigue runs deep as we dissect the roster that's been sculpted through careful strategy and bold moves. We've watched as each new face and each returning player attempts to channel that long-lost magic known as Bears football. With the anticipation of seeing rising stars and established players merge into something spectacular, we can't help but wonder, have the Bears finally found the combination to unlock their full potential? This is Bears News Fan Report, your go-to source for all things concerning our beloved Chicago Bears. And if you're not subscribed yet, you need to hit that button. This channel isn't just about stats and reports. It's about the passion and pride that Bears fans carry with them day in and day out. As we roll into this 2025 season, we're committed to bringing you the latest updates that could impact the trajectory of our franchises. News that you simply can't afford to miss. So, buckle up as we reveal an update that you'll want to keep on your radar as the Bears prepare to take the field. With all the noise and excitement building ahead of the Chicago Bears season opener, the big story to emerge just ahead of times is the unofficial depth chart that the Bears have released for their Week 1 matchup against the Vikings. The anticipation is high, and we've got some noteworthy updates that could send shockwaves across the Bear faithful's expectations this season. Let's take a closer look at the surprising and strategic decisions defined in the chart. The starting quarterback, Caleb Williams, isn't just a name on this list. He's the face of a hopeful franchise aiming to be more than just a wild-card entry this year. Behind him, we see Tyson Bagent and veteran Case Keenum. But it's Caleb who's carrying the hopes of many on his shoulders. His success or struggles in the high-stakes environment of the NFL could determine not only his career trajectory, but also the fate of the entire 2025 season. Switching gears to the running back position, DeAndre Swift has claimed the top spot, with Roschon Johnson and Kyle Monengai ready to step up. Swift brings an electrifying speed and versatility that could make him a strong asset in both the rushing and receiving game. Bears fans, can you recall the last time we had a running back with this type of dynamic potential? That's what we hope to tap into this season. As we dive deeper into the skill positions, let's talk about the wide receivers. DJ Moore and rookie Rome Odunze are set to headline this group, while Olamide Zaccheaus and Devin Duvernay continue to battle for touches. With the promise that Moore brings, could we finally see him unlock the right combination for a successful air attack coming out of Chicago? And the presence of emerging talent like Odunze has us dreaming about those long-range bombs and incredible after-the-catch magic. Then there's the tight end situation, where rookie Colston Loveland is grabbing everyone's attention as he's slotted as a starter alongside Cole Kmet. That duo could be a force to reckon with, but it entirely depends on how well they can gel together in those crucial moments on the field. Let's not forget how tight ends have historically played a significant role in the Bears' offense. Could this dynamic be what finally leads us back to the NFC Championship conversation? Defensively, it's hard not to get excited about Montez Sweat and Grady Jarrett anchoring the defensive line, complemented by young guns like Gervin Dexter. The challenge from the likes of Dayo Odeyingbo at defensive end holds incredible promise. With the current league landscape shifting towards high-octane offenses, having a stout D-line like this could be our saving grace against teams that thrive on the big play. As for the cornerback position, Tariq Stevenson has cemented his spot as the starting corner opposite Jalen Johnson, taming the competition and proving he's worthy of the NFL spotlight. With the likes of Kyler Gordon and the veterans behind them, would this be the year we finally see a robust secondary take shape in Chicago? So, what does all of this mean for the Chicago Bears? The stakes feel higher than they have in years. If this depth chart turns into on-field success, we're looking at not only a playoff contender, but quite possibly a franchise ready to reclaim its legacy. Can you feel the weight of that hope? And if this team can manage to find the chemistry amongst themselves and harness the raw talent on hand, the Bears might just turn our fears into the sweet taste of victory. Stay tuned, Bears fans. What's brewing in this season opener against the Vikings could set the stage for the rest of the year. With so many variables at play, the suspense is thick. Will Caleb Williams rise up to the occasion? Will our revamped defense stand strong against a familiar divisional foe? These questions linger, leaving us all eager to see what unfolds on that Monday night under the bright lights. Every down, every play, and every moment is crucial, and you can't afford to miss a second. Stay close to Bears News Fan Report as we keep the updates rolling and the discussions heated. Everything is on the line, and the 2025 season is just about to ignite. Bears fans, the weight of our collective anticipation is morphing into sheer magnetism. And your heart should be racing because something monumental is about to unfold. The air buzzes with an electric current, reminiscent of the thunderous roars in the stands we've craved for too long. If you're a true Chicago disciple, get ready and subscribe right now. This roller coaster doesn't leave the station without you. We're hurtling toward a moment that could redefine everything we know about Bears football. The questions loom, larger than the skyline. What if the stakes crumble our fragile hopes? What if the locker room fractures from the inside? Picture this: the NFC North rivals circling like vultures, waiting to feast on any misstep our beloved Bears might take. As the clock ticks down to our Monday night clash against the Vikings, whispers from Halas Hall hint at shocking and strategic moves that could either catapult us back into relevance or bury us deeper in despair. Think about the ramifications. Each decision carries the weight of our history, the ghost of '85 echoing in the halls. But these kids don't yet know what it means to bear that mantle. Caleb Williams, freshly minted as our quarterback, has the hopes of a city resting on his shoulders. Will he rise to the occasion, or will the pressure of expectations send him spiraling into chaos? Each snap this season is a poignant reminder of the heartbreak that's etched into the very fabric of our fandom. Grady Jarrett and Montez Sweat on the defensive line could be the anchors to our stormy seas. But what happens if young Dexter falters in his first big test? The promise of a new dawn hangs in the balance, with reports of a locker room that is as tightly wound as a coiled spring. The potential for fractures among our new acquisitions and young talents remains a chilling possibility. And let's not ignore the delicate balance in the coaching staff. Can Ben Johnson coax the brilliant playmaking we need from the crew he has? The fog of uncertainty looms as we dissect these intricate dynamics, waiting for the click of the key that unlocks the potential simmering beneath. DJ Moore and Rome Odunze could be the receivers we've desperately needed, but will Caleb trust them enough to deliver those game-changing passes when it counts? Envision that first game at Soldier Field, the icy lakefront wind biting against our skin as we breathe in the familiar smell of tailgate smoke wafting through the air. It's a kaleidoscope of hope and anxiety. As we scrutinize the names on this unofficial depth chart, like a missing piece of some larger puzzle, the stakes couldn't be higher. To reach the playoffs this season, we must see chemistry flourish. If Caleb falters, the calls for a shakeup of the roster will come roaring like a freight train. A bold move could define not just this season, but the very future of our franchise. What if this offense clicks and screams past our expectations, imploding rival defenses, echoing the historic highs of '06 or '10? Can we summon the spirit of those legendary names, Butkus, Ehrlicher, Hester, to breathe life into our aspirations once again? The minute the clock strikes against the Vikings, every second becomes a nail-biter, every decision a potential game changer. This season, every down could either reclaim our legacy or drag us back into the morass of mediocrity. Could trades for veteran players pop up as we weigh our future against a desperate drive for immediate success? With the left tackle and cornerback positions etched in stone, are we truly learning from the past, or are we stuck in an endless loop of hope? As we gather at Soldier Field, united by our passion, we must face the reality. This year can be different, but it's going to take more than mere talent. It requires heart, resilience, and a refusal to falter under the clips of the clock. So, would you pull the trigger on bold moves now knowing it could define the next decade? Prepare for battle, Bears fans. It's time to elevate the roar of the Chicago fan base and etch a new chapter in our storied history. The clock is ticking. Show your love, and let's transcend the comeback we all crave.